I'm going to call on the Executive Director of CONEVAL from Mexico, one of the co-sponsors of this event.
Thank you very much to all of you. And we have to congratulate Sabina, John, Ofi, the government of Germany, for organizing this. Congratulations. Usually, when we take our kids to a routine checkup with a doctor, what he usually does is he measures only the body temperature of the kid. That's cost effective, that's enough, basically when the kid is all right. And that's the case because the body temperature is related to other problems. So if there's a problem there, then we can go deeper. The problem is when the kid is not well. If the health is not well, I guess all doctors should go to use other indicators. I won't think of any doctor, a good doctor, if the kid is really in a bad shape, if he only goes to body temperature. Therefore, health is such a complex issue that you need to measure it in a multidimensional way. And that's exactly what happens also to poverty. Poverty is a complex issue, and therefore, in order for us to understand it better, we need to measure it in various ways. Income is important. Of course, income is important, but there are other aspects which are also important. So if we really want to reduce poverty with all its complexity, we reckon we have to go and measure it through in a multidimensional way. Let me give you an example. I don't know if it's on the screen. An example, a recent example from Mexico. Do I have to do something here? Yeah. Oh, no, it's there. In Mexico, by law, we are measuring poverty in a multidimensional way. We use income, but we also use other deprivations, such as educational gap, or the deprivations of access to health, access to social security, access to quality of housing, basic services in the house, and even access to food. In fact, besides income, the rest of them are part of social rights. So this is a social rights approach in which we measure poverty, saying that income is important, but the actual accomplishment of social rights for everybody is also important. Therefore, inclusion here is an essential part of poverty. As you can see, what happened recently is that more people had low income between 2008 and 2010. More income have more deprivations on food. However, at the same time, less people have deprivations in the educational gap or deprivations on health services or quality of houses. We had an increase in coverage, and therefore, the combination of those elements made that poverty went up. But we now understand better where was the problem. It is not a problem of housing. It is not a problem of health in changes. It was a problem of income and a problem of access to food. At the same time, we have the same picture for the states. So we have here Baja California. The picture looks a bit different. There, Baja California had problems in income, in health, in social security, and in housing. Therefore, public policy can go there with this easier tool. Therefore, I guess if we measure poverty in such a way, we can have different ways of measuring in a multidimensional way. We can focus better on territories and on the problems of the dimensions. So I think in the post-2015, we need to work on three elements. Work within countries to measure poverty in a multidimensional way. Mexico, Colombia, El Salvador, Morocco, Chile, even Minas Gerais in Brazil are moving that way. Secondly, we need to have, as Sabina said, a global measurement of multiple poverty in order to complement it with income. And third, of course, we have to invest in information. Without the information in countries, we are not able to measure even income. Doctors can only guess without proper measurements of health. The reduction of poverty needs much more than just goodwill and guesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gonzalo, and I know you have to go to